Welcome to this week's 7X Investors Look Ahead. This is where we'll take a look at a currency pair, an index, or a commodity like gold or oil, and give you our outlooks of what we see coming this week. Before doing that, we like to share with you a little bit about 7X Investors. It's a platform where you can develop a free account and join our community. In that community, you can be able to have free trainings, which we hold every Wednesday. You can also gain knowledge from other traders that are in the 7X community or even in the other communities such as Alpha Trader or 7X Futures. As you attend the weekly trainings, you can be able to get a more in-depth understanding of what kind of trader you would like to become, whether it be in futures or in forex or CFDs. Once you decide what you'd like to do, we have specialized trainers which will go through step by step on how to become a proficient, profitable trader. We have Cordell Stevens in the Alpha Trader section, which deals with trading CFDs or currencies. And we have Dan Kelly in 7X Futures, which trades futures in the NASDAQ, the S&P, and gold. At the end of this video, we encourage you to click the link below, which will take you to our website, and you can set up that free account. Also, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications of the site so that you can get notified every time we release our week ahead video. Now let's take a look on what's ahead. Welcome to Look Ahead for the week of 10 to October. Can you believe it's October already? October the 2nd, 2023. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 10-year, which is some of the things we look at very first is the dollar, the 10-year, and the VIX. So let's take a look at it. Last week we had a little pullback, and that was nice, but we really, as we look at gold today, we will not see a pullback there, which is pretty amazing. We pulled back at our target, it broke through, up, pull back, and we're looking for now this week a move to 4.776. How high can this go? Well, we could even be looking at the 4.8 area, possibly the 5%. Amazing, isn't it? Just the type of carnage that's going to happen with this moving higher and higher like this. So we are keeping our eye on the 10-year, but so far gold is still a short, but we're getting to a support zone in gold, so we're looking maybe up here around this level. We may get a decent pullback on the 10-year because we're expecting a decent pullback in gold. So keep an eye on this level and correlate it with gold and see how it's rolling. We discussed the VIX a couple weeks ago, and we see it's really doing what we thought it would. It went up, it pulled back, and now it's just ranging there. And I expect it to range there. It might pull back a little bit more, but eventually it's going to break out and work its way up to this level, and that's going to be 20.71. I think it moves sideways the rest of the week, so look for a kind of subdued risk off. There is still risk off in the system, but it won't be as aggressive. Now, once we break above this level right here, solid, meaning the 18.92, or especially once we break above the 20.86, then you can look at risk off really coming into the markets. But I don't expect that to happen until we break those levels solid. So it's still subdued until we break those levels. So don't get too bearish yet. Wait for the signal. And once the signal is given, then you can get really bearish in the markets. But so far, we need to see a break of this yellow line right here at 20.81. Dollar continues to move to our target, which is setting up here about 107.96, 108, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's where we expect dollar to go to, and then we could see some pullback in dollar. Again, we're looking for we're looking for some pullbacks here. These things have pushed a long ways. We've done very well with them, trading them long term and trading the breakouts and the moves and the continuations. All been very good trading for the month of September. Going into October, it's probably going to get a little jumpy in November. Okay, so in the latter part of October into November, it's probably going to get a little jumpy, meaning we're going to go more into a range type situation, like you see right here, probably a sideways type situation. Not going to be as fun to trade that, but we'll take what we can get, right? So that's what we're looking for once we get up here at about 108. Okay, this is what I was talking about gold. So we're coming down to the support line, support zone. This is the bottom of our channel. No pullbacks. I mean, we did have a wick there for a day. It pulled back, but it came right back down. Nothing here at this level. See how we had this resistance? Resistance right here. And you scoot over a little bit here. A lot of resistance in here. Never turned into support. Just sliced right through. So continue to be short this, but once we get down into this zone right here, I'm going to be watching this very carefully here to see if we begin to bounce. And what I'd like to see is what we drew last time is a pullback, a pretty good pullback, maybe up to here, maybe even further, maybe up to here, and you know, suck up all that down move and then roll it real hard to the downside down to here in the 16s. We'll see if that happens, but right now I'm just looking for this one more day, it looks like, and looking for a reverse today or tomorrow. So yeah, this thing's been climbing, I mean falling quite significantly. Again, yield, 10-year yield is connected to gold, and it is, you know, 10-year yield's really flying, so gold's really turning to the downside. So again, I'm looking for resistance in the 10-year. I'm looking for support in the gold here, and we'll see if we get a reversal or a bounce here. I'm expecting a bounce. I don't expect rates to head down yet, not until things get really bad. And then when they do start to head down, I don't expect them to ever go back to near zero. Probably 2%, 2.5% is the floor. So that's what we're looking at. QE is gone, folks. Get used to it. Oil last week hit our target and has pulled back. We thought we'd get a pullback, but this has gone a little further than I thought it would. So what are we looking at here? Well, if it's gone this far, we could be looking a pullback clear back into this area about 85.35. Let's put a little mark there, 85.35. And we could be looking at something. Now we may see something like this. We may see it, you know, hold out here, go up, and then come down to 85.35 and then head back up. And that's what we're going to see if that happens. So this is a little bit past that support today, which has me a little concerned, but we'll see if it pulls back here. If it does, look for a pullback, probably up to this area about 90.56, and then possibly a rollover down to this area of 85.35. Now, where is the trade at? Well, the trade is right here up to this level here. Obviously, this is going long. So up to this level, about 87 would be the, I'm sorry, about 90 would be the trade level if we bounce here. So 90, if we roll over and we break this former support, 88, it's going to have a good opportunity going down to about 85 and some change. So a break here would be a trade, and a push out here would be a trade. So those are our trades coming in the next couple of weeks. Do we break this level here? Big level, big level. If we squeeze this up, we see a big level. And generally, when we have a formation like this, which is a cup, we like to see the handle. So we may go up again and then back down, and maybe to this zone and then back up like that. Okay? So we like to see that handle form. We see this is a big support, could be a big support here. Doesn't necessarily have to go down to there, but we're just looking at some big support levels and where this could go. But we're taking it one step at a time, so we expect to bounce this week, and that bounce to roll over and break and go lower, at least down to this area here. We have a lot of resistance all down in there that could create a support zone. We'll see if that works out or not, but that's what we are looking for. This is a drawing I left up here from a couple weeks ago. Pound yen did pull back. It's gradually working its way down. We are really going to be looking at it here at this level. That's a big level. That's 180.28. Somewhere in that vicinity, we are looking at to see if it bounces there or if it breaks here and goes down. Now, I've already shared our outlooks on this. I'll just repeat it here. If it breaks low, we're looking for a pull down and a pull back, and then we'll trade it at a level up in here. If we're looking at a reversal, obviously we're going to look for a nice size reversal candle, and if we get that we're going to continue to trade it up. Now we're going to have to trade this in levels to top side, so our first top side level is probably going to be in this neighborhood right about here. So that's going to set at about 182.77. And so when we get that bounce, we should get a strong candle. It should push up to there at least. That would be the immediate trade. And then we would see if we stay range there or tighten up for a further break up, or if we roll back over and break through. But again, a break above this level once we hit it is a long. A break below the channel and a pullback is a short. Relatively simple to understand. It's just taking forever and a day to get there, but plenty of good trading going on here. You can take this short down to 180.23 is where we'll take that short to. And we were hoping to get there, just push it through and get there last time. It did not do it. Decided not. It's got to be a pound Aussie, a pound yen. It's got to have a pullback and then a push down. It's got to make life hard for you. So it just did that. But again, we're trading it down to that level this week and then looking for a bounce there possibly. Euro Aussie, I went long this last week. You can see that we're moving up here. Now we have several different channel lines we need to keep track of. And there's this one right here. This is up against this one now. If it breaks it, it's going to move to this level at about one. Let's see if we can get that as close as possible. 1.6575. Now, if it does move there, it could do this. It could come all the way back down, test this bottom again, come back, squeeze up, break, retest, and then head out like so. All right. So now how do we trade this? Well, a break above this area here, we trade it to that first target I mentioned, which I'm estimating to be around 1.65725. Okay. Once it hits there, if we don't see it break out of this channel, this larger channel up here, if we see it pull back, then what we want to do is look for a trade back down in here around the neighborhood of about 1.6380. Okay. And once we hit that, we should break out. We can go long there. We should go a bit excellent stop, because if we break through and hold, it's an easy stop there. But if we reverse there, it should break out. We take profits back up here along this line of about 1.6575. Let it pull back. Then we engage the trade once we see the reversal and swing it to the top side. That swing probably we're looking at about 1.6691. Now, obviously, this is not going to happen this week. I'm just showing you my outlook going ahead, just in case we don't get around to showing you this again. You have this, you put it in your little memory bank there or in your little file cabinet, and then you pull it out when you're trading Euro Aussie, so you have it as a reference. But that's what we're looking for Euro Aussie. Closing up the look ahead today, we're going to look at trucking employment, and it is beginning to fall. We see that every time that there is a recession, so we see back here in the .com, we see here in the Great Recession here, 2008, right before it, we see a drop-off. Almost looks deadly eerily similar. We see a drop-off in trucking. The reason why is very simple, is people have less money to spend on goods, and the less goods that people can buy, the less trucking that happens. and we're seeing the same thing happen here now. So we're seeing that here in August of 2023, a pretty good size drop, and it looks like it's getting ready to make one of these right here, these big drops. We saw it here in 2020, saw it here in 2008. Now we're seeing here in 23. That should be heading down if all things are as if the past equals the future. That should be heading down in 2024 substantially. So hold on to your hats, people. Looks like we're not going to have a soft landing like everyone tells us we are. Looks like we're going to go into a pretty good size recession. But we can help you through that at 7X Investors. So come on over, sign up for a free account, www.7xinvestors.com. We give you free training there to help you make a decision where you want to put your focus at and head in that direction. So let us help you out. Come over again, sign up for a free account, and we will talk to you on the inside. We'll see you again next week. Take care now.